What we're going to tie today, this is Kelly Gallop pattern called the Zoo Cougar. It's a streamer pattern. We'll get started. I got 140 in yellow. I'm going to start my thread right where I want to tie in my deer hair collar. I'll come all the way back to just about the gouge of the hook. Clean that out. I'll come in with some yellow marabou. Find us a good plume here. All right, I'm going to come in and just pop the center of that out. Add a little extra taper to it on the tail. Put my fingers a little bit so it's a lay down. I'm going to measure. Tail's going to be roughly the length of the shank. Come in with a pinch and loop. Good secure tie-in. Lift this up. Run it back up. Original tie-in point. And then we'll use the rest of the feather to add a little thickness to the fly. Cut that out. Work our way to the back. Once we're back here, we're going to take some flat tinsel. We'll tie this in. Work our way back to the front. We'll take spirals all the way up, just overlapping each previous wrap. Should have turned my cradle so I could use my cradle. We're going to capture that in. One in the front, one in the back. Oh, break your thread. All right, let's come back in. Try to catch that in. Pull your little tag end over. Catch it back up in the front. That way it's good and secure. We'll come in, clean that piece out right there. Wrap back over all that. Now the original pattern calls for calf tail. I'm out of calf tail, so I'm going to use some SF fibers. Won't take too many. It's just going to be our underwing. Fold it once, cut them, fold it again. Now, if you're going to do it this way, make sure you measure so you don't cut too much. And clean those ends out. So I got a good flat tie-in spot. Take all those long stragglers off. Put that right on the top. Catch it in. Now for the overwing, what we're using is mallard flank feathers. We'll measure that. It's going to come just a little bit into the tail. Now these stems are nice and round, so you need to come in and create a little flat spot. Put that right on the top. Now you want this to stay right on the top, because if this feather rolls on you, when you fish this fly pattern, it'll have a tendency to roll. It'll make your fly twist in the water. Looks pretty good. I'm going to come in with some deer hair. This is in natural. This is what we're going to build our collar with and our head. Take a nice little clump. Take our dubbing brush. Pick out all that under fur because we don't need it. We're going to measure. Want it to come about halfway to the middle of the body. It's a little too much for the collar, and we'll pull some of that out. And we'll hold that right on top. We're going to take 2 loose wraps and then set it. Don't let that spin around on you. Take a couple turns into the fur. We'll come in with our thumb and smash that down. That'll help push a lot of water in this pattern. And that's what we want to do. We want to come in and make this move a lot of water. We'll come in and clean some of this out because we don't need all this extra stuff going forward. Spin the rest of it, of the head. A couple extra smaller clumps. Once again, hold it by the tips, fan it out, pull out some of those shorter ones. You can comb this if you want to. I find it's just as fast to use your bodkin. Now I'm going to turn the tips around to the front because we're going to trim all this out anyway. Getting a little unruly here. Come right here on the top. Turn it over and do the same thing. When you got thread that you're going over, sometimes that deer hair won't spin around like it's supposed to. We get up here closer to this clean part of the shank and it will. Two loose wraps, pulled it toward yourself. Keep working your way through. Rotate that back over. Come in with a hair packer. Push that all the way back. Now it'll spin around. Take another clump. This is a little bit bigger. Hold it by the tips. Get all the short ones out. Not to worry about this floating. Hold it right there. 1, 2, start pulling. Let it go. It'll start working its way through. There we go. That won't go nowhere. Work your way up into the front. This don't have to be a super dense head. Take our hair stacker again. Pack it in just a little bit more. And we'll start building our head. that out. Rotate that over one more time. Take a look at the head. I'll come in with a razor. Take your time on this part, in case your thread didn't go as deep as you think it did. Rotate that back over one more time. Come in with our scissors. Clean out that bottom. That way it'll imitate a sculpin. Give us a nice clean back. Now it's ready to go in the box. This is a good sculpin imitation pattern. You can tie these up pretty quick. Do pretty good for trout and bass. I've caught bass on this too. Hope you guys enjoy it. Do me a favor, go ahead and click that like button. Show it to your friends. And if there's anything you guys want to see, like always, just leave it in the comments. And we'll spin it up and put it in there. I know we haven't been tying a lot lately. We've been kind of busy with work, but hopefully we get a extra free time. Don't forget to like it, and if you've not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. That way you guys get notifications when we upload new videos or shorts. And until next time.